Once we start with the project and we start creating deliverables and we start spending money, we have to verify how we relate to the project schedule and the project budget. The schedule status of a project is typically represented in the Gantt chart or the harmonogram. The cost status can be used to compare with the budget curve or with the S curve, and then it is very important to see what conclusions we can draw from the position of the cost spent relative to the cost planned. The schedule status in a Gantt chart or a harmonogram depends on the representation and the program that we are using. The example we have here is comparable with the program of Project Libre. In Project Libre, you have the red line which shows the time or the period we have finished. The activities are there. We see critical path and non-critical path activities. And then the black line shows the status of the activity. On the first line, we see that the activity is completed. So that's okay. Critical path activity, it is completed. The second line, however, we see that we already should have completed the activity at the end of period 2, but we still didn't complete it. So here we can have a problem. The third line, there is good news because our critical path activity is going faster than we originally estimate. But at the fourth line, there we see that this activity has a delay. Again, we have to interpret this information and try to find out what does it do to our final project schedule. When will our project be completed? The second element we have is about the cost and the budget curve. Once we have the project baseline, we see the blue horizontal lines, which are the budget steps, the budget that is released for every 4 months in this case. It depends on your company, but it's always the same period that the budget is released. Now we look at 3 positions where you see the green arrows next to budget is okay. The yellow line is the position at period 10, and we see that the 3 green lines relate to cost positions. Even though we are above the planned budget, we're still below the budget line, the money that is available for our project. As long as we're below the blue line from period 9 till period 12, we still have funds available to continue the project. However, when we are above the available budget, we are in trouble. We cannot continue. There is no more funding unless the CFO or the organization give more budget. This doesn't say anything how well the project is going. This just tells us, do we still have money available to continue with the project? The next question is, how can I verify that my project is doing well budget-wise? So let's have a look at the next slide. Here we have the classical approach to project cost. We see the 2 blue circles, which are, one is on the green curve, is on the S curve, the other one is below, which classically means that we are doing well. In the classic management approach, project management approach, with the lowest circle, the people would be very happy. They think the project is going very well. Even when we are exactly on the curve, great job. But when we are above, the red circle shows that we are doing bad. The classical approach would say for the two positions, the two blue circles, the project manager is doing a good job, while for the red dot, the project manager is doing a bad job. Is this true? We will have to discover that in the next presentation. Keep up the good work. See you there. Thank you.